catch you, mother. I killed you, mother. You crazy? I know the nigga playing with. Open your face. I'll you up.
When Floyd Mayweather caught wind of the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson bout, he was the first to jump in and warn Jake Paul to cancel the fight right away. You know, Floyd usually keeps it cool and stays out of the drama. He's not the kind to gossip or throw out predictions, but his huge respect for Mike Tyson just couldn't keep him silent. This time he burst out with anger and seriously warned Jake Paul, but this rage wasn't just about the fight announcement. It was also because of the nasty remarks Jake made about Tyson's deceased daughter. And guess what? Floyd didn't stop there. He went on to spill some really juicy secrets about the Paul brothers. We got the scoop first, so let's get into it. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button if you always want to be the first in the note.
The only thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is everyone is always trying to judge Mike Tyson. He lived his life the way he wanted to live his life. No one can say what they would have done if they were in his shoes.
Floyd Mayweather, known as one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters in the history of boxing, began his journey in the ring at the tender age of 7. They used to call him Pretty Boy in his early days, and he eventually retired with an impressive undefeated record boasting 15 major world championships that spanned from super featherweight to light middleweight divisions. But when you ask Floyd, who played a significant role in his success, Mike Tyson's name is always at the forefront. Despite having no blood relation and being fierce rivals in the ring, Mayweather has never spoken ill of Tyson. Instead, he consistently praises Tyson's dedication and work ethic. Both men are undoubtedly larger-than-life figures in the boxing world, and they share a unique camaraderie. You might remember an amusing incident from 2015 during a WBC convention at the Mirage Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. There, Mayweather, who was the WBC welterweight and junior middleweight champion at the time, was interacting with various attendees on stage. Suddenly, Tyson approached him and playfully pretended to throw one of his famous right hands. After the FED attack, Tyson walked away with a smirk, leaving the audience amused. To his credit, Mayweather barely flinched and responded with a warm embrace and a smile, showing his good sportsmanship. Both of these iconic boxers have since retired. Mayweather ended his career with a flawless record of 50, never tasting defeat, which cements his status as one of the most respected and insightful figures in the sport today. Getting an interview with Mayweather or having him appear on a podcast is considered a dream come true for many fans and journalists alike, though he seldom makes such appearances, so one can only wonder what prompted Mayweather to step forward and urge Jake Paul to immediately cancel his fight with Tyson. Let's dig deeper into this unfolding drama and find out what's really going on.
What happened? You're not tough anymore since your loss? What happened since your loss? Yo, we gonna bust him up, guys?
I told you before, put that
Yo, let's bust him up. Where you running, Jake? Where you going since your fight? Since you lost? What's up, Jake? Where you going, Jake? Oh, he's running! He's running! Look at him! Jake Paul running, champ. Why is he running?
Now let me spill the beans on something super interesting that seems to have flown under the radar. The footage you just saw is from when Floyd Mayweather last bumped into Jake Paul in February 2023, right after Jake lost a fight to Tommy Fury. Oh boy, Jake became the center of roasting from everyone on February 26, 2023. Tommy Fury and Jake Paul threw down in an 8-round cruiserweight clash in Doha, Saudi Arabia. The fight had everyone on the edge of their seats, especially since Jake had been calling out real boxers to make a name for himself in the ring. Well, challenging legends in the sport is Jake's wild way to fame, and as you all know, Tommy Fury comes from a line of heavy hitters. His dad and brother are both acclaimed punchers. Jake challenged him and ended up biting the dust of destiny. Right now, looking ahead to the next big showdown on July 20th when Mike Tyson steps into the ring with Jake. Things are looking spicy. Want to hear what Mike's coach said here? Isaac is a monster, and the only thing I can guarantee, Mike going to touch Jay 100%. It's going to be impossible to. Mike don't touch Jay. That's straight from the man who holds the MS for Tyson, who trains with him day in and day out. And let's get this straight, Mike is not Tommy Fury. Jake stepping into the ring with a legend, a big fish whose punches are nearly impossible to dodge. Tyson, a fearsome beast in his prime, had a glare that could freeze you before the fight even started. His opponents often felt defeated before the first bell. During fights, Tyson's cold focus let him pull off moves without a hitch, And although he's renowned for his knockout punches, his defensive moves are seriously slick. He dodged and weaved like no other, setting himself up for those brutal counterattacks. And here's Jake still gearing up to step into the ring. It almost seems like he's lost it, chasing fame or who knows what. Coming back to Floyd Mayweather, he made it crystal clear Jake is just a kid in the ring against Tyson. Jake can't handle Mike's punches. He's out of his league here. Jake Paul on mean as of right now for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, is it's going to be bad? Well, we know what Floyd is hinting at here. He's talking about that YouTube gig. Jake Paul has been rolling with shooting videos, chatting up other boxers, making vlogs, or hopping on podcasts to gab about the latest buzz. That's Jake's comfort zone. But Floyd's got a reality check ready for him. Once Jake steps into the ring with a legit boxer, he's going to feel a smackdown that's way different from scripted YouTube drama. In the ring, there are no resets, no edits, just raw, hard reality, the kind that can crush anyone not tough enough to handle. And Floyd didn't mince words when he said,
Jake Paul, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad.
Smooth roast by Floyd. Right, we all see that Jake's been in the ring mostly with MMA fighters and fellow YouTubers. These guys might be tough, but they're not seasoned boxers. They come to cash in on a one-time boxing thrill, not to build a career in the ring. Jake's got big dreams. Sure, nobody's saying he can't make something of himself. But first, he's got to learn the rules, the ethics of the sport. You can't just jump and throw shade or disrespect someone's family and expect to be taken seriously, especially not when Jake made a whole video mocking Mike Tyson. Every podcast, every show, he's there throwing jabs. And listen to this bold claim from Jake.
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's going to continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter that can really fight, it's not going to be that good.
Does he even know why we call Mike Tyson Iron? Mike Tyson burst onto the professional boxing scene at just 19, and by 20, he was the world heavyweight champion. In 1985, he fought 15 times in 1 year, winning every single match. His fierce style sending chills down the spines of even the toughest veterans. Sports Illustrated once featured him with the tagline "Kid Dynamite," and Sky Sports called him the most ferocious fighter ever to step inside a ring. His ruthless approach, his brash style, it kind of made him the villain in the eyes of many, hence the baddest man on the planet. As Tyson's reign continued, he earned the nickname Iron for his physical strength, his knockout power, his durability, and his sheer unbreakable. Well, the teeth of Iron Mike was a tribute to a fighter who could take on any and all comers, a legend made of steel through and here's Jake claiming he's got an iron chin that can take whatever Mike throws at him. That's not just bold, that's borderline delusional. Stepping into the ring with Tyson is not a vlog, it's not a podcast. It's real and it's brutal. And lastly, here's how Floyd Mayweather straight up warned to Jake Paul to save his life. "I apologize, but there's no way he can get demolished." Most of Mike Tyson's opponents were so badly hurt that they needed breaks to come back. And let's be real, Mike has never stepped into the ring with a newbie. He's always faced off against fighters on his level, seasoned pros who knew their way around about, and he still beat them up. So the idea of Jake getting out of the ring victorious, seeing Mike's power and experience, Jake would be demolished. And when a man like Floyd says something like that, believe me, he knows something we don't. So what do you think? Will Jake step back, or is he destined to break some bones in the fight? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and yeah, hit that subscribe button and like the video, because we're the ones bringing you the hottest gossip around.